Hi everyone, I stopped and got some fuel because I'm definitely going to need it. I have an appointment to shop at a three-story farmhouse filled with vintage and antique treasures. So this is a by appointment only, and out of respect for their privacy, I'm not going to share the location. However, I'm hoping they let me film in there so I can show you all the antique and vintage treasures that I find. And if not, I will still show you all the things that I come home with. But hopefully I am able to get some video while I'm in there. So let's go. I cannot wait. This farmhouse shop did not disappoint. It was full of treasures. Every corner had amazing displays of vintage and antique items. I was given permission to film and share the location. This shop has zero online presence and is located in Orefield, Pennsylvania on Route 309. You can't miss it while passing through. What you do is pull into the parking lot, call the number on the door, and someone will assist you. I was asked not to share the number, only the location, so you will need to go to Orefield, PA if you want to shop here. I'll also list the instructions in the description below. Now, let's get to shopping. Look at all these beautiful handmade pieces. I especially loved, which I didn't pick up, you could see back there in the left corner, that's a little stool pad. How cute is that? What made this place extra special was that a lot of the items were filled with items. What is better than that? There was a large assortment of beautiful vintage and antique jewelry, and oh, the handbags. I had to dig through the handbags. I loved the selection of vintage and antique handbags. This beautiful Italian wooden wall plaque stood out to me right away because I have one in a different color hanging on my wall at home. This was an all smiles shopping trip for sure. And as you can see right here, there's beautiful items everywhere. I had a lot of fun trying on all the hats as well. My absolute favorite items in this shop was all the artwork. Again, didn't even scratch the surface on all the artwork that was in there, but there was absolutely beautiful framed works of art as well as really neat historical and antique prints. And what's this hiding over here? Oh, it's just a beautiful brass chandelier. There were plenty of collectibles to be found too, just spread across all the beautiful displays. This is only one rack of many racks of vintage and antique clothing pieces. I spent the majority of my time looking at all the beautiful pottery pieces. I spotted right away out of Roseville, Ohio, some vintage Robinson Rand's Bottom pottery. They were spread throughout the displays, so I pulled all the pieces out I could find so I could get a good look at them and decide which set I wanted to come home with, although I wanted to come home with all of the pieces. I'm wondering if you can guess which one I came home with. You're going to have to wait and see later on in this video. These two paintings right here, I fell in love with at first sight. Look at this beautiful panorama of the 1939 World's Fair. And here's just another vintage treasure filled with vintage items. I had to take a picture of the dogs playing pool and the dogs playing poker artwork. I want to show you everything I came home with, but first, look at this beautiful piece. I don't know if it's stainless steel, it certainly looks so, but it's this big, beautiful work of art of giant puzzle pieces. I cannot wait to show you all what made it home with me from that beautiful three-story farmhouse antique and vintage shop. I had the best time shopping there, and honestly, when I looked back at the video footage when I was editing, I saw so many items that I was like, why did I not buy this? Why did I not buy that? However, I am happy with what I came home with. Can't wait to show you. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome to Are You Ready To? Welcome, welcome. My name is Rachel, and let's just dive right into this, starting with the two paintings that I absolutely fell in love with at first sight. These are amazing. I got these for a very specific reason. I want to redo the wall that's behind me, that you can see behind me right now. I want to get our floor to ceiling basically and redo that whole backdrop because, I don't know, I just needed to switch things up a little bit. But let's talk about these beautiful oil paintings on a wooden board. They're painted on a wooden board. You can even see the paint splotches on the back. They're signed pieces of art, signed by the same artist. The artist that signed these paintings' name is, let's see, I did research on it and I wrote it down, so I'm going to look at my cheat sheet. Theodorus Selhorst Sr. He was a Dutch artist. He lived from 1891 to 1982. Both painted by him. I'm thinking so. I have to do more research on this, but either way, absolutely love these paintings. I looked up some of the values on Theodore Selhorst Sr.'s paintings, and some of them can be worth quite a bit of money. Not sure the value on these particular paintings. However, I don't really care. They're beautiful. They're going on my wall. So I was given the price of $80 for the pair. So I paid $40 for each painting. I think that was a good deal. And at the end of my shopping trip, though, I had everything together and I was given a little bit lower of a price than was named for each of the individual items because I was purchasing a bunch of items. So, moving on. I don't know if you noticed when I was walking up the steps to the third floor, I was taking video and I stopped at this beautiful jar filled with a bunch of, I was told, broken jewelry pieces. I looked through the jar a little bit and I thought, well, I really love the jar nonetheless, so I'm going to buy the jar. I asked what the price was. I was told $35. This is a Anchor Hawking Nina glass floral canister jar with a wood lid. Doesn't have the best seal to it, but I'm probably not going to be keeping food in here anyway. Maybe some tea or something along those lines. But it's a beautiful glass floral jar. It's definitely vintage. I dumped all the jewelry out. I pulled out what I thought had value. So you can see here, there's a bunch of pieces that I'm still sifting through. And I did find this vintage tennis bracelet. Look at how nice this is. I can tell that it's vintage by the clasp. I thought that was a great find. I found this really nice vintage pendant necklace as well. I don't think this is real diamonds, but again, I'm not worried about it. And I think the coolest find that I found in the jar was this really nice antique, well, not quite antique, probably 1930s dress clip. You could tell it's a dress clip by kind of like the teeth on the back of the clip here. How cool is this? The little stones keep falling out of it every time I touch it, but it's still really cool nonetheless. And it could be like a little hat clip too. So I thought that was a cool find. I also found a lot of valuable single earrings. So I didn't find a lot of pairs of earrings, but this is labeled Thailand on the back, and Thailand gold is usually 23 carats or more. So I'm definitely going to take this to a jeweler along with the other pieces that I think are gold that I only have one of. That way I can fetch the gold price of the day. But I think it's so pretty. I wish there was the other one in there with this. I also found a lot of Hickok cufflinks, and I did find the pairs of them. I don't know if these are real diamonds in here or not, but I will be checking. Along with this pair, I don't know if this is real pearls or not, but I will be checking on these too. I also found some great sterling silver pieces. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's some great sterling silver pieces. And a lot of really neat costume jewelry with the screw backs. How cool is that? Absolutely love these. This is a pair. So just some great pieces. Anything that was stamped, anything that was marked, I pulled it aside. And like I said, I'm still sifting through it. One more thing, this beautiful set of turquoise little beetle earrings. These are probably worth something even though they're so tiny. They are real turquoise, so very pretty set of earrings. As you saw in the video of me shopping, I was super excited to come across all the handbags. I picked up this one. This is in brand new condition. It could be from the 1930s, so it could almost be 100 years old. Why do I say that? Well, because inside there's a space for a charge plate, and charge plates were metal plates that were carried around between 1930 and 1950, and they're the precursor to a credit card. So it had all the shopper's personal information on it. The clerk would take the metal charge plate and use an imprinter, and that's how they would charge their credit accounts. So how cool is that? It's in great condition. It's a beautiful floral design. There's no markings. The original tissue paper is inside. How cool is this? It's just absolutely gorgeous. Love this handbag. What else did I bring home with me? Well, I brought home this giant handbag basket. Look at how cool this is. It was filled with vintage items. It has really cool handle, so you can carry this around. How nice is this? This would even be cool hanging from like a corner of a room. At least I thought so. But let's see what's inside here. There's, first of all, 50 yards of cotton ribbon, 2 doll patterns, so doll clothing patterns. These are so cute. And then look at all these trim pieces. This is Wright's brand, and I don't know how many yards are in here, but this is like a green, like a nice, beautiful, dark green trim piece. We have 2 of these in this color, so you can see. This one might be a little darker than the last. This beautiful trim. And this dark brown color as well. So a lot of trim pieces in there. Also, look at this beautiful like sheer material to work with as well. I guess this isn't really called lace. I don't know what this kind of material is called, but it's absolutely beautiful. Two sets of polka dot ribbon. Who doesn't love white polka dot on a red ribbon? Some sweet little bows. How cute is this? Bows in a bag, it says. Very cute. I don't know what that is. I'll put that aside. You don't need to see that. Some more ribbon. Some Wright's vintage materials. These are flex cloth. Really cool vintage straps. Look at the packaging on this. This is so cool. Shoulder straps. So this is for like a bralette or something. How cool is this? And then some more random trim pieces, ribbon, more here, and all this embroidery floss. So a lot of great vintage items. And then just so you can see the inside of the basket, it's like got a lining to it. So that's kind of cool. Got a nice lining to it. So you really could put a plant in this or something and hang it from the corner of a room or outside. I think it would do pretty well, and it would look beautiful hanging as well. So I did not get a ton of things. I spent $200 in total. I was trying to stick to a budget, and I really had my eye on the paintings and on the pottery pieces. So as you all saw, When I walked in and saw all the pottery pieces, I spotted right away the Robinson Ransbottom pottery, which is pottery made out of Roseville, Ohio. And I just found all the pieces. They were scattered about. I pulled them off the shelves. I put them on the table. And I was trying to decide, did I want the sponge painted pieces? Because I do have one already. I use that next to my sink and I put my sponges and cleaning stuff in it for when I wash dishes. So I was like, do I get the rest of the pieces for that? But I really like the straight pieces. I'm wondering if you can guess which ones I chose. Here we go, my last items. I chose the striped painted pieces of pottery. Look at how cool this pottery piece is. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I don't see this style as much. I really don't see it as often. So I really wanted this so badly. I thought this would look awesome if I put chips out in this or vegetables or something of that nature and paired it with my four custard dishes. That's, I believe, what they're called, a custard dish size. But how cool would this be with different salsas or something along those lines, with chips in the larger container or pottery piece, and then different dips in these beautiful custard dishes. They're all in really good shape, and I just absolutely love the blue stripes. I'm hoping to get back to that old farmhouse sometime soon so I can purchase some more items. I hope you had fun shopping with me today and checking out everything that I brought home with me. I am so glad that you joined me today. I hope you check out some of my other videos and come along with me in the future for thrifting and gifting, thrifting, secondhand shopping, visiting flea markets, yard sales, antique shops, and much more. Thank you so much for watching. Are you ready to? And I hope to see you next time.